Welcome to Calypso Showcase. Tonight we feature the finals of Tour Calypso 1994, where 8 Calypsonians recite 2 Calypsos each. Our first contestant is Ricardo Mendoza, his selection, Jonah by Melody.
Well, a Baptist preacher living peacefully with 4 little children in Laventille. A Baptistess living peacefully with 4 little children in Laventille. His work was selling sweepstake. So one evening, he rose up some bake. Went to sleep, get up, and a bake missing. So he wake up the children and started asking. He shout out, Jonah, you take a bake here? One gone. One gone. Well, the power fly up in the old man's head. He wrap a belt and nearly kill the poor children dead. With whap, 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 whap. Well, where I living next door, I trembling. So I rush to the partition and I start knocking. Good Lord, neighbor Wimberly, I beg you to have mercy. That couldn't alter the situation with the ignorant man. He beat the children like if he was beating a snake just because he was short of a Johnny Bake. He shout out, Freddie!
Yes, Pa.
You take a bake here?
No, Pa.
One gone. One gone. Well, the power fly up in the old man's head. He wrap a belt and nearly kill the poor children dead with whap, 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 whap. Well, I finally decided to go over and investigate the matter. In the power, he gave some explanation. But in truth and in fact, I couldn't understand. He say, well, I tired with this boy Jonah. And like I always talking in vain. But believe me, neighbor, I talking again. Jonah,
Yes, Pa.
you take a bake here. One gone. One gone. One gone. Oh. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
The second contestant was Eric Taylor, popularly known as the Pink Panther, with his own composition, Who Is Who?
This tourist woman came down from Australia telling me that she have a message for the Lord Kitchener. But she make me to understand she really don't know them Calypsonian. I say, but you could find Kitchy right away if you just listen to what I say. I say, anytime you go to a show and you hear a man start to go, aye, 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 yo, darling, that's the shadow. Or if you see a man dressed to kill, extemporizing at will, bet your last dollar, that's the Lord Pretender. But anytime you hear music play, and a man start to dingole, and the melody compelling you to break away, and he start to kick out the foot, and every now and then he go but that's the Grand Master, the Lord Kitchener. She kept asking me for more information because she want to get the description of every Calypsonian. For although she looking for kitsch, she still want to know which is which. For she find that it's good to know who is who in Calypso. I say, well, anytime you should hear a guy start to cry, Jubai, Jubai, don't bother to fuss. baby, that's the chalk dust. Or if you hear Pamela and Joyce talking about a man with a sweet, sweet voice, try and understand that's the Baron. But any time you hear music play and a man start to dingole and the melody compelling you to break away and he start to croon on his knees trying to get away from the bees, that's the Grand Master, the Lord Kitchener.
In the third slot was Rush Shorty Eye with his classic, Watch Out, My Children.
My sons and my daughters, to you I plead, watch. Don't get no horrors, but please take heed. I know you don't want no sermon, but my admonition is to guard you against all the evils of life that create strife and destroy life. Walk cautiously. Children, be alert, because you have an enemy that's roaming the earth. I know you are young and restless, but you don't have to be careless. You see, sober thinking leads unto righteousness, to happiness, spiritual bliss. That's why I tell you this. Watch out, my children. Watch out, my children. It have a fella called Lucifer with a bag of white powder. And he don't want to powder your face, but to bring shame and disgrace to the human race. Let me say that again. Watch out, my children. Watch out, my children. It have a fella called Lucifer with a bag of white powder, and he don't want to powder your face, but to bring shame and disgrace to the human race. I give you my counsel because I want to see all you young people live righteously. What you feed your mind with forms your characteristics and shape the path that you must walk tomorrow. Darkness or glow, joy or sorrow. That's why I'm concerned. So, watch out, my children. Watch out, my children. It have a fella called Lucifer with a bag of white powder, and he don't want to powder your face, but to bring shame and disgrace to the human race. To my German children, passt auf, meine Kinder. Passt auf, meine Kinder. Da ist jemand, der heißt Lucifer, mit einer Schwerte mit weißem Puder. Aber will dein Gesicht nicht für dem, denn bringt den Menschen nur Schlechtes. Oh, you are young, and your future is ahead of you. Right or wrong, sweet or sour, depends on what you do. Taking the wrong direction will drain your constitution and promote mental chaos and confusion. Then corruption to the inner man And that is not God's plan. Watch out, my children. Watch out, my children. It have a fella called Lucifer with a bag of white powder. And he don't want to powder your face, but to bring shame and disgrace to the human race. To my Spanish children, cuidado mis hijos, cuidado mis hijos. Hay un hombre que se llama Lucifer con una bolsa de polvo blanco. Y él no quiere empolvar tu cara, pero para traer pena y desgracia para la raza humana. And to my French children, attention mes enfants, attention mes enfants, il y a quelqu'un appelé Lucifer avec un sachet de poudre blanche. Et il ne veut pas se poudrer vos visages, mais apporter une détresse à la race humaine. And to my chutney children, देखो मेरे बच्चा लोगो, देखो मेरे बच्चा लोगो, एक इंसान जैसा शैतान है उसका पास है थैला पाउडर का और दूसरों को पाउडर नहीं लगाता है. मनुष्यता का नाम पर यह है एक बदनुमा डब्बा है. Watch out, my children. Watch out.
Contestant number 4, Brian Honoré, the commenter, his selection, Calypso War.
The hour of vengeance is at hand. I am in the land. At last, the hour of vengeance is at hand. I am in the land. The Lord Executor's word of command, with my glittering sword in hand, tell Houdini, this is the hour of destiny in this colony. Those who boast that Houdini can sing, in my opinion, they know nothing, for it's all propaganda, deceit and pretense. He hasn't got the shadow of intelligence. The money that was spent on his slates and books has not improved his manners and looks. He has a good inclination, but foreign education in this colony. Men boast of their intelligence, while the audience has observed their incompetence. The rattling of their tongue with the music and time cannot make a wrestler feel that they are sublime. Knowledge has increased. Understand me well, it was written in a book that others should tell. Tell them, seek graduation, and then a probation as a calypsonian.
Next in position 5 was Utalo Makosa Masimba, Brother Resistance with Shadows, Cook Curry Okro.
One day, on the farmer's farm, I heard the farmer's hen. I was standing very calm, and then I had to listen again. I heard the farmer's hen rapping to the farmer's cock. She was talking English then, and I was very shocked. She shouted, Cock, 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 cock. Mile, mile. The cock on the farm demonstrating his charm. The hen in alarm, but he don't care a damn. Cock, 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 cock. Mile, mile. The farmer run out searching for the nest. The cock shouted out loud in protest. Cock-a-ree-a-crow! Cock-a-ree-a-crow! A cock on the farmer's farm is really a king. He does crow when the clock alarm. Time to eat something. And when he done swallow down some corn, he look for a hen. And when he done do the confusion, she bawling again. Cock, 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 mile, mile. But the cock on the farm demonstrating his charm. The hen in alarm, but he don't care a damn. Cock, 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 mile, mile. The farmer run out searching for the nest. The cock shouted out loud in protest. Cock-a-ree-a-crow! 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 Give thanks.
Newcomer Eric Nicholson did Let Me Go, as composed by
in the
Brigo.
country, a ball like a cow. A girl want me marry she want me to marry now. Went and do a evil thing to me in order that I should marry she. A voodoo man tell me they put my name on the cemetery. They put my family against me just so. A voodoo man tell me they give me dead people bones and teeth. They have me tied from my head to my toe. Don't care how I try. I properly tie. I want to go. Let me go. I want to go. Let me go. She give me breakfast last week Saturday. I get so delirious. I throw it away. A dog was passing the same time. Smell the food and start to whine. A voodoo man tell me they put my name on the cemetery. They put my family against me just so. A voodoo man tell me they give me dead people bone and teeth. They have me tied from my head to my toe. Don't care how I try. I properly tie. I want to go. Let me go. I want to go. Let me go. She give me breakfast last week Saturday. The food that she give me dropped the hair from my head.
Llewellyn McIntosh Calypsonian Short Pants was next in position 7. He did his own composition. We don't want
Yes.
Abu.
They say they want Atta go back where he come from in Leketo. They hate him for the pressure with the VAT. Before that, cola. He does deal, they say, with Dragon. And what he want with O'Halloran? Man, they cuss him from A to F, EPC, LID, IMF. They ball out, we can't take no more. Abu thought they wanted war. He take out the gun, but when he hit tongue, they start to sing a different song. Nah, we don't want Abu back. Nah, we don't want Abu back. Abu say his intention was for free and fair election. He was taking this decision to end all the corruption. Abu said it was a fact. The regime was totally slack, but they ball out, nah, we don't want Abu back. Nah, we don't want Abu back. Yes, the talk was all over town. To put Arthur Day, we was wrong. Dorothy Moute have no praise since he cut she 10 to 5 days. My wife father vexed till he blew tax on savings and pension too. But I can't say where Boise say, come payday and money and day. Abu take up a fire rage, find himself on the center stage. He thought he go call and that go be all. But the people started to ball, nah, we don't want Abu back. Nah, we don't want Abu back. Abu say, the Almighty, tell him, get down by TTT and take this blessed country from the hands of the enemy. Abu tell we, don't shiver, cause this was the work of Allah. But they tell him, nah, we don't want Abu back. Nah, we don't want Abu back. Supporters who helped Arthur campaign left his train and start to complain. I hear them say Arthur want licks. He break vows made in 86. Then the nurses started to kick. The hospital was getting them sick. Not a place to change, not to eat, not a drug, not a bed, not a sheet. Abu Bakr just could not ignore the pain and plight of the poor. He thought they go like if he made a quick strike, but they shout like they're on a mic. Nah, we don't want Abu Bakr. Nah, we don't want Abu Bakr. Abu say, all you, notice, I bring drugs to ease the crisis. He ups and turned down my kindness. That was an injustice. He can't buy quinine, no codeine, but he could build a statue for Jean. They still tell him, nah, we don't want Abu Bakr. Nah, we don't want Abu Bakr. What they say get them damn angry. Arthur fix his constituency. He give them New Harbor, an airport, and leave we like an afterthought. If he feel Trini does make joke, we go show him that ain't go work. We go fix the son of a gun. They meant election in 91. But all that talk make Abu Bakr thought he go have support for export. He take out the gun to jam a quick one. When they see gun first, Trini run. Nah, we don't want Abu Bakr. Nah, we don't want Abu Bakr. When Abu see he getting blade, he cried out, Allah, I'm betrayed. All who promised to give him aid, they locked themselves inside like they're afraid. Abu cried out, what is that? All you come, I abolish that. They still tell him, nah, we don't want Abu Bakr. Nah, we don't want Abu Bakr. Nah, we don't want Abu Bakr.
Bringing us to the end of round one was Joan St. John, known in the Calypso world as Lady Tantalizer, with her own selection, The Plumber.
In the newspaper, Tantalizer wants a plumber. Men from all over this nation start to send their applications. From Charlottesville back to Mayo. Man, is applications for so. I took the men on an interview. At the end, I had to give it to you. The man know what he doing. I like the way how he walking. He have me water flowing right inside of my kitchen. I had to give the man a stripe when I see how he fit the pipe. With no deceit, he is the best plumber I ever meet. With all the men that came for the work, man, all of them only making joke. I took them on a demonstration. I never see so much confusion. All they doing is only talk. None of them could fix a stop cork. Hugh is the only one that I see who could really do a good job for me. The man could really operate. Everything fit up so straight. I like the way he walking cool. The man could really use his tool. I had a leak right inside my sink. He stopped me leak before I could blink. I like how he do it. How he fit the plug inside my socket.
In the second round, Ricardo Mendoza, who calls himself the original soca man, did an interpretation of Rupert Pepper.
Either he stop or I leave in this thing. Every time this morning, as I waking, Lord, he calling. Aina Rita, light the fire, start the cooking. Put plenty pepper. The man want plenty pepper. Put plenty pepper. Now hear him after. Now hear him after. All in my eye. It making me cry. It burning my nose. Girl, take off my clothes. Pepper. 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 Well, that man is a perfect monster. Like he planned to kill me on the tower. Cause every hour need more flour, make paratha, fry kachuri and palori, do some bara. Put plenty pepper. The man want plenty pepper. Put plenty pepper. Now hear him after. Now hear him after. All in my eye. It's making me cry. It's burning my nose. Girl, take off my clothes. Pepper. 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 Pepper.
Pink Panther did another one of his compositions in the second round. This time, acting.
Year after year is the same thing I'm hearing. Public servants are care and they does get paid for nothing. So as a concerned citizen, I make it my business to take a closer look at the public service. So I check with the nurses, I check with the clerks, I went to all the offices, I spent a whole day by works. I talked to the seniors, I talked to the juniors, and from what I understood, it looked like the public service have more actors than Hollywood. Because the director acting, the supervisor acting, the messenger acting, the caretaker acting, the hospital attendant acting, the superintendent acting, the corporal and the sergeant acting, the nursing assistant acting, the dentist acting, the typist acting, everybody acting like it's movie that they're making. A bounce up a woman by external affairs. She say she named Mrs. Jordan and she acting for years. She say from the time she joined the department up to now, she's still holding an acting appointment. And the way that she talking, from the things that she said, it looked like the acting really gone to she head. Because what she told me, well, I nearly get a heart attack. She says she husband going on a holiday and she wants somebody to act. Because the comptroller acting, the commissioner acting, the evaluator acting, the operator acting, the custom officer acting, the welfare officer acting, the immigration officer acting, the license officer acting, the driver acting, the teacher acting, everybody acting like it's a movie that they're making.
Right shortly, I followed with his answer to Sparrows, the more the merrier. You ain't thinking.
It was not my intention to answer Sparrow in song, because I know the nation go feel I singing pecan. But if you feel so, you're wrong. You're dead wrong. What he say about me don't matter. I am a born-again Christian and Jesus Christ is my Savior. In him, I could shelter. But is what he's saying to you. What he telling young people to do is that get me blue. A vex still a blue. Confusing the children mind, making them feel sex orgies are fine. In this day and time when AIDS killing we behind. Slinger, you're blind. You ain't thinking like you're drinking or is senile you're getting. What you're saying so far reaching, boy, you ain't know what you're saying. How you gonna tell your precious little daughter the more man she have is the merrier? Like you ain't thinking about the year 2002 when you get old like a shoe and your face like a screw, and she get grown up too and looking brand new and want to do all them dirty things you say do. Slinger, tell me what you go do when she start to embarrass you. Lord, forgive this man. He possess, and you know he's not a Trinidadian. When a man want to utter, he mustn't let words just fly out there, because you have to give account to the Father on the judgment day for every idle word that you say from day to day. That is why God made provision. Through the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ, he offered salvation from damnation. Slinger, why you fighting the Lord? Using your tongue as a two-edged sword, creating discord between man and God. Using the gift God gave him freely to promote promiscuity in the society. That is blasphemy. against the Almighty. You see, he ain't thinking like he drinking. I can't believe it's that white thing he's smoking. But what he's saying, so far reaching, he really don't know what he's saying. He should be a living example to the young singers in regards to principle. He should be teaching them how to say what they have to say. Instead, he lead them astray with the carnal way. Come, come, man, shine your light and let them see through your good work the Almighty and his love for we. But you're teaching them loose living. Like you can't see the angel of death passing. Lord, I know you're merciful, but just touch him with a bull. He either drunk or he take a pull. If you instruct a wise man, he will become yet wiser. Is only a fool despise instructions from the Creator through the voice of his minister? Slinger, consider. In 1992 Damascus contest, when you whine with both of them little girl, you glorified incest. That is why I had to protest. You are a man with a doctorate. I cannot believe you are illiterate. But Sparrow, of late, I have to re-examine your state. Crazy is a madman, and that is plain. But he is a man professed to be sane. But in a mad rush for flame, flying on all them plane, the altitude like it mess with the brain. He ain't thinking like he drinking. Wake up, thou sluggard, you're sleeping. What you're saying, so far reaching, is young minds he destroying. Wait, Peter, wait. Oh God, don't close the gate. Let me bring him to the faith and use the doctorate. Mercy, mercy, Lord, I'm begging for he. Let me bring him to a knee before Calvary. Lord, wash him in your blood thoroughly. Wash him till he's free from all iniquity. It's just the devil inside of he that have him so blind that he cannot see. You was mimicking me, having a ball. Dies when your kingdom fall. You couldn't see the handwriting, chalk dust on the wall. Gone are the days when I was hoary. By the blood of Jesus Christ, I am becoming holy. As my Father in heaven is holy. You hear me? I have a commission from the Almighty. He tell me, go down and bruise my knee. And don't stop until I see Sparrow get holy. Lord, like you answer my prayer already. I see you leave him out of the semi. Even though he glorify your name in song recently, and he quoting scriptures for kitsch like Gahizi, I feel he just doing that for money. Thank you.
Was Columbus lie the second time around?
Columbus Lie by Winston Bailey. Columbus was a mighty sailor. He sailed the open seas. He went down to the Caribbean and he called it the West Indies. He said he found a new world. And he expect me to believe? But how could this world be new when it's much older than Adam and Eve? Columbus lied. Columbus lied. Columbus lie. Columbus lie. He said he discovered the whole of America. He never tell nobody how he had to run from Apache. Columbus lie. Columbus lied. Columbus lied so bad, I believe Columbus was mad.
For his second selection, Brother Resistance chose one of his trademark selections, dancing shoes.
From payday to payday, you day. I say, you dally up a discotheque, man, you sweating to death, same way. Bad girls and punky boys, masquerading, some parading, shaking up the disco body as they boogie on down to the ground. And they now give a damn for the culture. I said it. What they do? They put on the dancing shoes and they go on to the disco. Where they gone? See you like Travolta? Hot with night fever, but when the good times are over, you're still scrunting. I see you in your glass heel shoes and ting. I see you in your three-piece suit and ting. I see you when you boogie on the uptown swing. I see you like a robot. You're a slave by remote control, because you now give a damn for your culture. What they do? They put on the dancing shoes. Where they gone? They put on the dancing shoes. But where they gone? Say it's the hardest. Say it's the baddest. Say it's the greatest dancer. Say what you want, brother. I know it's madness. I know it's sadness. Why? Because you nah give a damn for your culture. I tell you, say you nah give a damn for your culture. What you do? You put on your dancing shoes. Where they gone? They put on the dancing shoes. Where they gone? till Saturday night start shining on the Sunday morning face, and they fail to take the rightful place in the land where they born, this can't go on. Stand firm for your culture. Stand firm for your culture. Stand firm for your culture. Stand firm. Give thanks.
Eric Nicholson with Shadows. Pack Pack in position number 6 in the second round.
The devil. Long ago in Tobago, the carnival wasn't so, oh no, was plenty jab and devil. They came down to Legito. They come from Colondo, horns on the head. One named Gibson, eyes always red. One Abyssinia, hero of a man, portraying Lucifer with a fork in his hand. Back. Pay the devil. If you're bad, don't die. Walk about and cry. You go have to pay the devil down there. Pay the devil. Mama, I hear a rumble. Abyssinia coming down. Oh God, oh. The children begin to tremble. Abyssinia coming down. The crowd start to scatter. The pace getting warm. I fall in the gutter. They don't care a damn. Man start to free up. Spirits high. The crowd start to jump up as they learn how to fly. Back. Pay the devil. If you're bad, don't die. Walk about and cry. You're gonna have to pay the devil in your way. Pay the devil.
Lady Tantalizer chose
Judges,
as a
are you all
second
ready?
selection a tune composed by Clifton Ryan the Bomber. It's called The Pan Tuner.
I have a tenor pan that I love to beat. But when I start to move my hand, the pan does sound sweet. But my pan get out of tune, unfortunately. And my neighbor June introduced me to Mr. T. If you see the high stand, T put my pan on. So I tell the man, I never see a stand so high since I born. A ballin', take down my panty, take down my pan, take down my panty, take down my pan. Mr. T, that stand is too high. If you don't take it down, I go cry. Tune me pan in F, and don't ask me why. When you finish tuning it for me, it go play a sweet melody. Mr. T, you're breaking my heart. Take it down quick and let we start.
To round things off here is Short Pants with Unknown's Immortal Avex.
They criticize the Prime Minister, George Weeks, and Geddes Granger. They criticize our Reverend Pantin. They just criticize the rain when the sun shining. I meaning foreigners in this country who live in here and criticizing we. But brother, this one make me sad. Derek Walcott criticizing Trinidad. So I vex. I'm more than vex. Derek Walcott said Trinidad is carnival and sex. A vex, a trembling vex. Derek suffering from one big complex. Derek, go to St. Lucia and you will see all kind of vice and sexology. Man married in man and is tilalila. And Derek wouldn't say a thing about St. Lucia. Derek, you must be fube daje or mad. Sit down on River Stone and talk river bad. You wouldn't talk about we pitch lake, oil and sugar that you have enjoyed through we ancestor. What about we multiracial society who are so friendly and foremost in courtesy? Carnival is we festival and commerce, and sex is a must through the universe. You see why I vex? I'm more than vex. Derek say Trinidad is carnival and sex. I vex till I forget a vex. Derek suffering from one big complex. Derek, go to St. Lucia and you will see all kind of vice and sexology. Man married in man, ou jamais we sa. And Derek wouldn't say a thing about St. Lucia. The radio stations, them encouraging that too, because I heard it on a program named GBU. If you only make a song and call certain name, hear John Public. And that choke dust again. But people coming all part of the place and spitting in Witrenbergian face. If was in Jamaica, they beat you too for biting the hands that is feeding you. You see why I vex? A modern vex. Derek Walcott said Trinidad is carnival and sex. A vex, a stuttering vex. Derek suffering from one big complex. Derek, go back to St. Lucia, your mother country. You'll see all kind of vice and sexology. Man married in man and is tilalila. And Derek wouldn't say a thing about St. Lucia. In Barbados, big man and woman does be naked on the beach, say they sifting sand. And when you see the sand get between the cry, they does stoop down in the water and wash the eye. And if you only bend down to lace your shoe. Barbadian like Jack Spanier on top of you. And if you don't tie up your lacing fast, they just jump on your back and bawl, G jackass. You see why a vex, a modern vex, Derek Walcott said Trinidad is carnival and sex. A vex, a forget a vex. Derek suffering from one big complex. Derek, go to Barbados and you will see all kind of vice and sexology. The people just be walking about without clothes. And Derek wouldn't say a thing about Barbados. A vex!
Lord, like you answer my prayer already.
When the results were announced, we found that in third place was Rashoti I. In second place was Brother
The
Resistance.
farmer run out searching for the nest.
But they tell him, nah, we don't want Abu back, nah.
And the winner of both the People's
We
Choice
don't want
and
Abu
first
back.
place in the judge's opinion was Short Pants.
Who helped
Congratulations to
Africa
him for winning this
campaign.
first ever Talk Calypso competition.
And start to complain.
Join us next week on
I
Calypso
hear them
Showcase
say,
when we will
"Atta
feature some
want
highlights
licks, he break
of a
bones
tribute to
in
Merchant
86.
which will be
Then
held at the mass
nurses
camp
started
tomorrow
to
evening,
kick.
Wednesday the
hospital
22nd.
was
Join
getting
us
them
live at the mass camp tomorrow
Not a
and look
place
forward to those
change,
highlights next
not
week
to
on
eat,
Calypso
not a
Showcase. See you
drug, not
on
a
Calypso
bed, not a
Showcase.
sheet. Abu Bakr just could not ignore the pain and plight of the poor. He thought they go like if he made a quick strike, but they shout like they're on a mic. Nah, we don't want Abu Bakr. Nah, we don't want Abu Bakr.